clear path for takeoff today. It's eased off a bit, the rain. And we're heading off to Singapore, then Bangkok today. Time to leave Indonesia before this storm arrives. Malaysia is already underwater. Southern Thailand's like, well, it's like 8 feet of water. And it's coming this way. So I'm getting out of here. Let's go back to Bangkok. I'll show you around inside. Today I'm flying with an airline I've never flown with before, owned by Singapore Airlines. It's a budget airline called Scoot Airlines. It's quite a fair-sized, large airport, this, in Bali, and yeah, never flown with Scoot before. Apparently it's a budget airline, and they also do long distance flights from Singapore to Athens in Greece. But the thing about those long haul flights, there's no TVs on the headsets. It's just a what do you call it? A no frills airline. There's nothing on there. You can get a flight from Singapore to Athens for £200. But I'm just flying to Singapore and then Bangkok. So, look at the board. There we go. Scoot Airlines, Singapore, 1110, Gate 1A. That's where we've got to go. There's lots of eateries here. And it's quite fairly priced actually, quite reasonable. Not expensive like the European airports. See in front of me the British retailer WH Smith. Look, they get everywhere, absolutely everywhere. At WH Smith Bali. So when they're sort of depleting on the high street in England, they're opening up at nearly every airport in the world. But I think I don't want to be here, it's too early. It's only 10:30 in the morning. And these are aircraft, Scoot Airlines. There's a Qatar Airways flight takes off. Good day to you. I'm at Singapore Changi Airport for a 3-hour changeover for my flight to Bangkok. Let me just show you around this beautiful airport. The whole airport is carpet laden. There's beautiful carpet everywhere. Look up there, there's definitely transfer A, B, C or D. There's loads of them. Immigration, SkyTrain, Money Changer. There's loads of places. And over there, you've got 24-hour dining. You've got a snooze lounge over there if you fancy a kip in between your flights. For some flights here you have a long layover, but luckily today I've only got a 3-hour layover. But it's a wonderful airport, this. Let me just show you quickly around. And I've never seen an airport so beautiful. And a beautiful carpet here. Got luxury watches here, everything duty free. See, they haven't got the prices on them. Well, they're duty free there. And if you want to go to the other gates here, you've got Gate A and Gate B. You have to get the SkyTrain to Terminal 3. But I'm on Transfer C, which is about a 13-minute walk. There's just Tiffany's. Look at this. There's Tiffany's. Look at that. What a beautiful shop. Louis Vuitton there, look. Show you around, look at that. That's beautiful. So look out here onto the airport. And again, my changeover flight is going with Scoot Airlines, which is actually very good. We took off from Bali bang on time, And we arrived here 10 minutes early. Yeah. Oh, the first time I've been to Singapore airport, and I'm well impressed with it. Look, let's turn the camera around, look at the lights in the ceiling. I did ask the lady at the information desk if I could film, or will I get into trouble. She said no, it's film, as long as you don't film the passport control area and customs area, you're fine. Yeah. They're getting ready for Christmas. And there's what's this, an Aston Martin taken, don't know what make it. It's probably, oh no, is it Porsche Aston Martin? I don't know. This is impressive, this really impressive. You don't see many airports like this at all around the world. They put a lot of effort into it. Well, obviously, as you know, Singapore is a very strict and clean country. Christian Dior, that beautiful layout. Yeah. There's the front view of that car. Oh no, it wasn't Aston Martin, it was a Porsche. I think that's a Porsche. There we go. Look. Does it tell you how much it would be? No, it doesn't. That again, by the fountain. They're beautiful. Man. What have we got here? We've got some fish here, look. Want to do a bit of fishing? I'm sure the authorities will have something to say about that. Just grab a fish from here, look. Look. Wonderful, it's not. You think it's food, look. It's not. Yeah. Beautiful. Benches to sit on, overlooking the fountain. Look, the sound of running water and watching the fish swim past. And a whale of a time here in the changeover. A great time. Yeah. Let's turn the camera away from the immigration area, because if I do that, I will get into trouble. So, we've got 4 terminals here and plenty of immigration halls, A, B, C and D. But I'm not going to immigration, I'm doing a transfer. So, luxury goods, Bulgari, Prada, high-end shops here. And they're in the background there, look. And amongst all these high-end shops, you will find a WH Smith's. Look, I told you they're at every airport, WH Smith's. Every airport in the world. They're no longer prevalent on the British High Street. Swiss watches. A game shop, you want to do a bit of gaming while you're waiting. What else can we find around here? It's interesting. There's a little bar there. There's a little bar there, look. Man. Oh, I just looked at the price of the beer there. For a small bottle of Heineken, $16. That's 1.7 Singaporean dollar to the pound. So I work it out in my head, that's about £13 for a bottle of beer. Insane. I don't think I'll be buying any beer, that's for sure. I'll wait till I get to Thailand. No. And as always, currency exchanges. Don't ever change money at the currency at the airport. Look at this, these beautiful lights here. All getting ready for Christmas. Yeah. There's some lazy people who can't be bothered to walk. Yeah. Oh, Mickey Mouse, look. That's beautiful. Sunglasses, huh? You find them everywhere. And this shop here, David Beckham's wife, Victoria's Secret. If you're into your high-end lingerie and perfumes. And smoking area up the escalator. So let's go up there. This is where I just had something, a coffee and some little bite to eat here at Paul's. Paul's like a cafe. Just out here, I've got a little smoking area. This looks quite nice out here. Look, little garden area. Nice and relaxing. Looking nice and relaxing out here. Look. So you can feel the humidity. Very humid. But lovely garden area. Let's have a quick walk around. And then we'll sit down and have a cigarette. Sorry. It's beautiful here, isn't it? Oh. And there's cactuses as well. Man, I like this airport. Yeah. I like that. Please do not touch or pluck. If you touch something, you're going to prick yourself, aren't you? You're going to bloody hurt yourself. It's pretty obvious, really, I think. So Scoot like to have a multicoloured aircraft, like cartoon characters all over the place. Oh, there's a big fire over there. What's going on over there? There's smoke. There's a plane crashed over there. What's going on over there? Oh, see? That's definitely fuel. Or tyres. That's going to affect the landings of the plane, surely. There's smoke on the runway. Let me just tell you quickly, I don't know if I've already told you, but why I'm flying back to Bangkok from Bali. Because I had intentions of travelling overland. One reason is it takes a minimum of 1 month to get through Java, and the public transportation is not that good. And secondly, they've had a massive cyclone in Southern Thailand and Malaysia and Sumatra, and the whole area is about 8 feet underwater. It's a disaster zone. It happened about one day, literally a day after I left Hat Yai. The rains came, and they had the worst rainstorm in 300 years in one day. 545 millimeters of rain fell, and it never stopped raining for a whole week, and the worst is yet to come. I looked at the China news, China Southeast Asian news last night, and there's a lot more rain to come. So I'm going back to Bangkok and then Pattaya to see friends of mine and monitor the situation. The same is happening in Vietnam. You must have seen it on the news. They've had typhoons and super typhoons in the Philippines, and in the last month alone they've had 14 typhoons in Vietnam, central and southern Vietnam. That's all underwater as well. So how I'm going to get through there, I do not know. I hope the water recedes by the time I get there, but I'm just going to have to continually monitor the system and play it by ear as I go along. But at the moment, things are not looking good. The weather patterns here is the worst they've had in 300 years, and it's just incredible. Thousands and thousands of people, tourists, are stranded, trapped, died in the waters. And you see footage online of soy dogs it's just been swept away with the cars drowning, which is a real shame. Because Hat Yai, they had some really friendly soy dogs there, and they're always up for a stroke and a play, and it's just a real shame that these things have happened. And I just couldn't believe it how I got out of there. I didn't know it was coming. It rained heavily the night before I left, but it was unbelievable what had happened in the day after. It's just shocking. But I had a very lucky escape there, and the weather is coming further south towards Indonesia and Bali, and it's time to leave and go back up north. So I shall stick around Thailand. Obviously I'm going to go to Pattaya. I shall go to Kanchanaburi. Obviously I was going to go to Khao Sok National Park, one of my favourite places in Thailand, but again that is all underwater now. Severe flooding. So I just have to think about my next move, what's going to happen. I've still got 75 days to go before I go back to England from Hanoi in Vietnam. If it's still underwater, then I'll have to fly from somewhere to Hanoi, stay in Hanoi for a bit and pick up my flight back to England. But yeah, things are not looking good at the moment. as my friend Phil said to me, Mr. Egg, he said, I'm the most unluckiest traveller you've ever met. And there's so many things have gone wrong. One of them was a fault of my own when I nearly fractured my foot. Well, I didn't. It was just heavily bruised. But other things was just out of my control. Weather systems, and you could never forecast this. It just happened. But the Philippines has been devastated, completely devastated. So we're going to go back inside now and have a wander around, and then get ready to catch my flight to Bangkok. Right, nearly ready for my flight. There's a queue building up there. C23 I've got to go to. That is just down here. And there's the aircraft there. I've got 20 minutes to board the flight. And it's a 787 Dreamliner plane now I'm getting on. So let's join the queue and go through the checks. Right, we're getting onto the aircraft now. Got through the customs and everything. Now we're getting. I hope I'm not sitting next to this woman. I hope I'm not. This is a nightmare. You know what, people just don't move out of the way, do they? They just hover. I think I'm right at the back of the plane. I've got the seat in the middle. I've got. Typical, I knew it. Right at the back.